Hello everyone. My Unit 3 weather observations began on January 27, 2015 in Fairbanks, Alaska off of Rosie Creek Road. There wasn't much range in temperature for the week. Much of the week, my current temperature and minimum temperatures were all below -40 and gave me an LL.L reading. For all intents and purposes of this assignment, when the temperature was below -40, my graphs will show the temperature at -40. As we can see on day 1, my maximum temperature was -35.8. It got colder the next day and the maximum temperature was -39.2. The next day, the maximum temperature jumped almost 10 degrees to -29.7. It remains close to this temperature until my final day of observation on January 31st, where the maximum temperature jumped nearly 5 more degrees to -23.8. There was no precipitation at the time of my weather observations at any point in the week. There was some slight snow cover the day before my observations began, but no additional precipitation during my 5 days of observation. As mentioned in a previous screencast, I am in an area surrounded by tall trees and only a small portion of the sky is visible. There are not open areas I can go to at my weather station without being on others' private property. For all 5 days of my weather observations, the sky was completely clear in the portion that I can see. This is congruent with very cold temperatures. The wind was pretty calm and even absent through most of my weather observations. There was slight wind on day 3 of my weather observations, only reaching number 1 on the Beaufort scale. I determined the wind by wetting my finger without gloves or skin protection and testing the air. The wind did not move the trees and was very slight and almost undetectable. This may have a relation to the rise in temperature we see on day 3. We can see the barometric pressure rise drastically on day 4 after the temperature also rises. The first 3 days of observation, the barometric pressure was at 1,013 millibars, and day 2 and 3 the pressure was at 1,017 millibars. On day 4, the pressure drastically rises to 1,068 millibars, and day 5 the pressure rises to 1,084 millibars. We can see the relation on both graphs in the rise in barometric pressure as the temperature rises. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to reporting again next week.